Pokemon Horizons episode 56. And yeah, last week's episode was okay. I think it was a solid 4 out of 9. I think a lot of people misunderstood maybe my problems with the episode. I don't mind them losing. I think they should lose. They're going up against Elite Four members. My problem is I think the battles are very boring. So I hope this episode is really good when it comes to the battles. And also the fact that I'm sick and tired of seeing our main characters use the same Pokemon all the time with the same moves. So I'm kind of let's get some strategy in. Because it feels like you can kind of put in any battle Roy and Dot and Liko has done. Just put it in this and this would change nothing. So I hope we get a cool battle. Even though I would really like to see Hattrem. Oh, let's see. Oh god, is she faltering a bit? Okay, I guess she noticed that Liko is a bit... Yes, that's the reason. Using some comedy, lighting up the mood. I was gonna say that's why she's wearing gloves. You know, Liko, you have experience with a whooper at least. Together we challenge. Alright. So I'm gonna read some comments. Let's see. Making you mad. Yeah, I mentioned, the whole thing with them battling Elite Four members. Yeah, so I already answered that. I don't agree that the battles were awesome. There were some awesome moments in the battles. Like, for example, when the Steel type trainer used Rock Slide and then Rock Smash. Super cool. And the Dot dancing on the belly, Bolt's stomach. I like those type of combination moves. The problem I had with Roy and the Grass type guys combination moves is that they never worked, but they kept doing basically the same thing over and over and over again. And you're like, what? And the other guy also did the same thing over and over and over again. So it's kind of the very beginning of that battle was the same as the middle and the end. Hunter HQ said, Geeta's team is better in post-game of the DLC. Which I've not played the DLCs. I have barely seen anything of the DLCs as well. But to me, Geeta, her team isn't necessarily the big problem I have with her. It's the fact that I don't think she's a character in the games. And maybe her team helps with making her doesn't seem like a character. Okay, Sludge Wave and Dig, so that's good. Dig so you don't get hit, and then Sludge Wave to hit everything. So is she a ground type? Yeah, she's the ground type. Because if she was... if she was Steel, she wouldn't have a Cloudsire. A Hattrem would have been really good here, Liko. But I guess, Floragato is also pretty good. And then especially if you be a spam Magical Leaf all the time. Okay. I thought they were gonna like dig down and take the cat with them. Oh, no, it wasn't. It didn't. Oh, it landed wrong. Basically, it took recoil. Alright, there we go. Is that breaking swipe? Throat chop, maybe. Yeah, working as a team. Like, there is no terrain. Like, yes. Like, you need to really connect with your Pokemon. You know? Become one, basically. Like, you're autistic. Like, yes, I am. Like, come on, Liko. I am fucking pumped, alright? Have like all this adrenaline pumping. Let's use it. Oh yeah, I was like, wait, why is Dot here not watching the match? Yeah, she's looking for whatever Terapagos. There we go. Is Terapagos maybe gonna lead Dot to a book that's gonna help them? Alright. Is that like a mystery, like Detective Conan style, like comic maybe? Oh, you. Like the worst character in the games. Did not care for Team Star at all. Hasn't everyone seen? Haven't Terravicos been just running around? We're in the library. Like, Quaxley fucking beat the living shit out of this bitch. Use liquidation straight on her fucking head so we can get the bag. So we can get the bag back. The Kaban. We have to save Kaban. Nice. And I mean, it makes sense. Use Magical Leaf. It's super effective. So that was good. I want to see other moves. I want to see other moves. Oh yeah, and then that guy, Mr. Grusha, which I thought was a woman when I played it first. Until someone told me that, no, that's a guy. I was like, ah, okay, I can see it now. Or mud shot. And you can see, like, they hard focus. They tend to just hard focus, you know, the students. Would make sense, the students would. most likely be weaker. Like, come on, Kathy. Fucking help me, you worthless piece of shit. You have a super cool Pokemon. Help me. Now it's your turn. There you go. Lightning speed. Oh no. I thought what would have happened is that it uses lightning speed, hits the Quagsire, because does Quagsire have like poison point or something like that? I don't know its ability. I know one ability is unaware, and I think it has water absorb as well. But oh, there we go. Don't worry, friend. Like, if you got hit there, we would have lost. Oh, what is it? What is this? Does it have guts? That looks like Swarm to me. Bug out. Okay, yeah. So it means it is at very low HP right now. Like, I don't want you to hold back. Okay, nice. A move, they hit boats. Boats? They hit both. So I will say this battle to me is a bit more interesting than the one we had in the previous episodes. I'm actually liking this battle. But then again, come on, Liko, do something. Work together. I want them to use their attacks at the same time. It feels a bit too much just one. Like, I do an attack, you do an attack. I do an attack, you do an attack. Join in, Liko. Come on, don't get distracted. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Good job, Duck Trio. Oh, got paralyzed. Alright. But I mean, Liko's team lost anyways. Oh, wait. No, okay. So it's not what I thought. It's either if the Elite 4 member loses one Pokemon, you win. But for the Elite 4 member to win, that's why. So that's why they tend to hard focus the students. It's not just because the students their Pokemon would, be weaker. That's how they win. The student has to be knocked out. Oh, okay. Got it. I mean, she is very quiet. It's like, that woman. There's something off about her. Like, is there a reason why? Why would Dot? Because Dot knows that that's not her. She knows she's part of the Explorerverse. So why keep that a secret? Yes, I am. Your beautiful looks. Alright. Like sometimes being ignorant is good, alright? Ignorance is bliss. Oh, okay, and that was the Koraidon book. So, Duplin, you might get what you wanted. You talked a bit about how Koraidon and Miraidon hasn't appeared at all. Which, to me, I don't mind. I kind of like when the show doesn't really follow this game story. Because if I wanted a game story, I would play the game, right? I get it when I play the game. And Pokemon game stories don't tend to be good. Let's share phone numbers. Okay, Botan. Shishiro Botan, alright. So what moves does Licos, I mean, because at the moment I'm kind of like, okay, he knows Quick Attack and Magical Leaf. Does it know other moves? I want to say it knows Scratch as well. But I'm not sure. Nice, nice. You know, stuff like that is cool. That's the type of battling I want. Acrobatics. Okay, nice. Alright. Very cool. Oh, that's really good. You know, the move pool of her Pokemon, Floragato. Okay, and she learned. Okay. If I show off my spikes again, won't be very good. Maybe you want to focus now, Dugtrio. Now with Dugtrio, it's paralyzed. It took a very big hit from that bounce. Yeah, like bonding with your Pokemon. And now it's time for you to do the same. Oh god, those crazy eyes. Here we go. Let's terrestrialize. And do one last super magical leaf. Which, part of me like, oh, I want Liko to win. But I think for the story, she should lose. Oh, you're also terrestrializing. Okay. Is this the first? Did any of the others terrestrialize? I don't think so. But you just made yourself even weaker to Magical Leaf. But maybe the extra power of Earth power is worth it. Oh my god. Oh god, it has been atomatized. Alright. And there we go. And that looks very well, I know. Are those happy tears? No. Okay, it can be like, is that why she didn't really want to take battles like super serious before? Because she wanted to detach herself in case she loses and stuff. Because, I mean, losing doesn't feel good. But now, she's kind of like, no, take the good and the bad together. So that's good. I mean, I will say this episode seemed to be like being good for Liko character development. I think it was the best of the 3 battles as well. So we'll see. No, okay, thanks. So I assume that is the next gym leader Liko's gonna battle. Because I assume what they're gonna do is they're gonna fight a gym leader, do something in school, and then go out to fight another gym leader, and then back to the school. That's my guess. He's like, oh, fuck. He's like, oh, it's the turtle. Is it Hinduism that has something like that? I could be wrong about like a turtle with the planet on its back. Or like the earth on its back or something. Or is it Buddhism? Or is it another like proto-religion of those? But yeah, I mean, I like this episode. It was a good episode. Even though, like I said, I'm sick and tired of them only using one Pokemon. But now when Liko is a bit more in like the battle mood, you know, and she has now opened up, I think what they're setting up there is that the reason why Liko wasn't that invested during the battles was the fact that, well, it was more of like a coping mechanism in case she loses, because she doesn't want to feel bad. So if you just detach yourself and are not like that invested in it, losing doesn't hurt as much. That's what I think they tried to. That's what I think they set up. And yeah, I mean, still, I think the terrestrialization gimmick. I hope they really like limit how often it's used, because I really don't like it. And also the way it tends to work is that you terrestrialize one last move, and then you either win or lose. What is the preview for next week's episode? Okay, that's cute. Oh, and then here, like, fuck you, Squawkabillies. You're not getting my children. Alright, Freed is joining the... Oh. Freed is gonna get this assault. Oh, wait. Holy shit. Those people may be right then. Talk to some people who think that Liko should capture a shark cadet. Is that what that's called? This Pokemon right here. Oh, okay, nice seeing you with your Waterl, which means the Waterl is not gonna be allowed to do anything, because Roy will never actually use his Waterl for something. So I'm just gonna ignore that, because I know Roy is not gonna be using a killer Waterl, I guess. About Liko catching a shark cadet, because Amethyos has the edgy version, and then Liko might get the Mega Man version. And the fact that it's riding, it is riding Trapgas, I can really see like, oh, maybe Liko's gonna capture a 3rd Pokemon next week. Which would be cool, having her get her 3rd Pokemon. Obviously the problems I have is the fact that if you're not gonna spend time with your Pokemon, you shouldn't have more than one then. If you're just gonna care about one Pokemon, don't get more. That's Pokemon abuse. Emotional Pokemon abuse. Which is something I like to see from my antagonist from time to time. I think Paul was a pretty good abuser of Pokemon. But I don't want that from my protagonist, especially not in a Pokemon show. And I do think that at least Roy is on the level of Paul in how he treats his Pokemon that aren't, his main. And I think Liko needs to not do that. But I mean, other than that, it was a good battle episode. I think it's the type of battle episode I think Roy and Dot should have gotten. Or at least Roy. Because Dot got a really good battle with God, what's her name? The electric type gym leader. But Royce was also pretty good. Like, it was okay. Yeah, I think what damaged that episode is that, they basically tried to show 4 battles. Well, not really. They tried to show 2 battles, but they're interspliced with, the explorers. I know it was paced very badly. At least this battle right here had some dynamics, even though we only saw basically 2 moves until it learned acrobatics. What did acrobatics replace? Who knows? Maybe it didn't replace any Pokemon, but... And Kathy was pretty cool. I mean, I love Bug-type Pokemon, so seeing a Bug-type do really well was nice. When she went, like, all out. And did they explain that rule in an earlier episode, that you only lose if the student loses a Pokemon? Because I thought it was just whichever team loses is Pokemon first. But no, it seemed to be that it's just whoever. It's either if the Elite Four member loses 1 Pokemon, or if the student loses its Pokemon. That's when the match ends. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.